but that's part of the sport. Like, nothing personal.
At the end of the day, he is still Pacquiao. And when you're inside that ring, it's either him or.
The wait is almost over. Manny Pacquiao, the one man who can chase the presidency and still go the distance for 12 rounds at 46.
Yeah, I know what he's feeling. But Mario Barrios is already 30 years old.
Mario Barrios, younger, taller, and probably still gets carded for Bay. Pacquiao's not just fighting, he's chasing history, trying to become the oldest world champ ever. If he actually pulls this off, someone better double-check his birth certificate and call Hollywood, because this isn't just boxing, it's a live-action superhero movie.
And I'm not trying to lose, my title. I'm not trying to lose, at all. Anytime I step.
Barrios, though, is not showing up to play babysitter. He's bringing youth, size, and the kind of bounce-back speed Manny probably last felt back when flip phones were all the rage. It's experience versus metabolism, legacy against lightning-fast limbs. Pacquiao's in there fighting like it's 2008, while Barrios is squaring off with a guy who probably once explained what a fax machine was.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel excited for July 19th.
You ever think of who would play you in your biopic?
Mark Wahlberg.
That would be sick. He'd have to get a tan. He'd have to get a tan.
Before we crown the comeback king or the New Age Punisher, let's hear from boxing's quiet genius, Terrence Bud Crawford. When asked about Pacquiao stepping back in at 46, Bud didn't blink. No deep dive, no TED Talk, just calmly said, experience and power will get it done. Translation: Pacquiao might be old enough to have boxed dinosaurs, but Bud still believes he's got the hands to school Barrios like it's parent-teacher night.
Returns next week, age 46. I know he's someone you've got a lot of admiration for. You're both pound for pound greats. He goes against Mario.
While most folks are out here wondering if Manny needs an ice bath just from training camp, Crawford calmly dropped, I just think the experience, the power is going to take him to a victory. No drawn-out explanation, no deep analysis, just steady belief that Pacquiao still carries that old-school magic tucked inside those gloves.
A lot of areas where he's not getting caught at and making him pay behind his mistake.
Basically, Crawford sees Pacquiao stepping into that ring with enough ring IQ to download Barrios like a software update, then crash him mid-fight. At this point, Manny's boxing brain has seen more styles than a barbershop catalog.
Why?
I just think the experience, the power, is gonna, take him to a victory.
While Barrios is busy posting training clips on Instagram, Pacquiao's out here watching tape on VHS, because that's how long he's been running the game. And still, Crawford sees no issue. To him, Barrios might have youth and strength, but Manny's got that rare kind of timing that makes you swing at air and rethink your entire life. So yeah, Barrios brings the speed and the youth, but Pacquiao might just deliver a 12-round masterclass on how to school a millennial without spilling your arthritis meds.
Obviously, I know Manny very well. He's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything.
And while Crawford gave Pacquiao his flowers, Mayweather took a different route, stirring the goat pot while Manny responded with quiet class. Floyd Mayweather might have dodged more names in retirement than he did in the ring, and now he's at it again, this time throwing jabs at Roy Jones Jr. in that never-ending greatest of all time debate. But when Pacquiao was asked about Floyd's latest round of who's the greatest shade, he didn't swing back. He answered with grace, "I don't like that." Pacquiao said calmly, like a dad stepping in to shut down his kids arguing over the TV remote. And for Manny, boxing legacy isn't about tearing down fellow legends like it's some kind of rap battle. It's about lifting the sport up. He made it clear, it's not about being ranked above anyone else. It's about inspiring fans, putting in the whack, and walking out of the ring with dignity, and maybe a black eye or two. As long as we accomplish something that inspired boxing fans all over the world, he said, that's what matters. Translation: While Floyd's out here playing verbal dodgeball, Pacquiao's too busy writing history, one comeback at a time.
I like to, comparing each other, what we have done. But as long as we accomplish something that's inspired the fans, inspired the boxing fans all over the world, then.
Roy Jones Jr. didn't just clap back. He rolled in with the whole smoke machine. When Floyd Mayweather threw shade at Roy's goat take, Roy didn't go the usual no-comment route. Nope. He basically said, "You got a problem? Cool. Drop the exhibition gloves and meet me in the parking lot. No ring walk, no pyrotechnics, just hands." And it got real when Roy looked straight into the camera and said, "Ain't going to be no exhibition." Translation: is not here to play patty cake for PPV. He wants a real fight with real punches and maybe some real hospital bills.
You're the contributor of boxing industry, like all of us. We cannot do that, like comparing each other. Like
Floyd's been out here dancing with influences, but Roy showed up like, "Nah, champ, try that shoulder roll on someone who went rounds with prime Mike Tyson." He brought that OG uncle energy, calm but dangerous, like the guy at the cookout who says, "I don't fuss much, but I'll fight you over this domino game." The man basically challenged Floyd anywhere, in the ring, out the ring, wherever, like this was Street Fighter and he just unlocked the Vegas Strip level. So while Floyd's out here trademarking the best ever, Roy's rewriting it to mean beat their era. And there's one seat left, ringside, no headgear, all smoke.
Ability, Roy, like we might get this exhibition.
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. I know sense of being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real.
ChatGPT said, "Oh man, this interview had it all. Legacy talk, love for women's boxing, Jake Paul chaos, and a side of heavyweight beef. But the main course, Uncle Roy versus Uncle Floyd, turning into straight-up Thanksgiving family drama. When Radio Raheem brought up the Roy Jones Jr. Mayweather beef, Andre Ward looked like someone asked him to pick between his mom and his grandma. He laughed it off, but you could see the panic. Like, bro, I'm not trying to catch strays from either of these Hall of Fame hands." Ward nailed it. Two proud legends trading verbal jabs, because fighters can slip punches, but they can't dodge that legacy shade. And Roy, he didn't drop a subtweet. He stared dead into the camera like he was about to drop a diss track called Exhibition This.
For people playing, we ain't playing. I ain't anyway. Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. You got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
Meanwhile, Floyd clapped back in full Money Mayweather mode. Loud, flashy, and somehow still dead serious. Ward, meanwhile, stayed neutral, like boxing Switzerland, just sipping tea in a tailored suit, quietly whispering, "I just hope nobody gets hurt, emotionally."
I guess Roy said something that Floyd didn't, respect, and Floyd responded in Floyd Mayweather fashion.
Is anybody wrong?
And Roy responded in RJ fashion.
And there you have it, legends throwing shade, contenders throwing hands, and Father Time nervously checking his watch. Whether Pacquiao shocks the world one more time or Barrios pulls the plug on the nostalgia trip, this isn't just a fight. It's a full-blown blockbuster, loaded with punches and plot twists. So, who you got?
I don't even know how to feel about it. I mean, I do know this. They're fighters. And, entertainers and fighters, they're sensitive about their work.
The ageless icon with calves carved from granite, or the young lion trying to retire a legend and still make it to brunch? Drop your picks in the comments. Smash that like button like it owes you money. And hit subscribe for more spicy takes and savage breakdowns, only on Boxing Headquarters, where we bring the smoke and leave the headgear at home.
To the camera, no edited footage. I'm to your face, what's up? So who's wrong? I'm not gonna get in that. I just, it's tough, man. They're fighters, bro. I don't care if they're 70, they're gonna be talking like this. So I really don't have an opinion in terms of who's right and wrong. I just understand.